So as not to give you the impression that only men can be we have someone who's been an assistant ED, Linda Katachuk, who's going to talk about that stretch from 3 months out to the time.
Anyway, one of the things that you have to have are copies of the ambassador application and send them off to the host, and so that they have all the information so they can match people up and do what they have to do at their end. You have to pay your fees to FFI. You also get a travel itinerary, and I made one up because I didn't know how I was supposed to do it, so I just made my own and had an itinerary for each person that was traveling. Especially going to Hawaii, we had quite a few couples, and everybody was going in different directions at different times, and so it was much easier if we had it all on one sheet, so that if you wanted to contact somebody, you knew where they were. You also prepare an emergency list of people and numbers for people to contact people, so that if you're far away, you have somebody that you can contact for any kind of trouble that might happen. What else was I supposed to say? Oh, the exchange director has to have, there's a sheet in the booklet that has all the information that they need. They need all the FFI numbers, the host ED numbers, the travel agent, airlines, embassy, if you're in a country where you needed to have that information as well. Anything else you can think of we needed to do?
I'll give you one suggestion.
Okay.
Is the people that go on the exchange,
Stand up, Maria.
Yeah.
if you go on the exchange, you need to attend everything that they have planned for you. I mean, if you're sick, that's okay, but you don't talk your host into taking you somewhere else, you know, when there's an activity planned, because they've already paid for you to go and do this. So it's real important that you follow their plans.
Right. Because they went through a lot of trouble to get all of it organized.
There's one other thing too. On a free day, your host is going to have planned some things for you to do. Now, it might be going to get groceries, or it might be going on a tour that the group wasn't going on. But you do not talk your host into making a trip somewhere else. In Australia, there was 2 members that were with us, but they were not members of our club, talked their host into taking them from Queen Bee to Sydney.
Oh, wow.
And the distance is fairly great.
Right.
And of course, nobody, when they didn't show up the next day for something that was planned, they were gone 2 days. Nobody knew where they were.
Wow. That would be dangerous.
One other point of interest that I might mention too, and you touched on it, but all the fees have to be paid
Yes.
60 days prior to us leaving.
Okay, it says on here 45, so it's 60?
The last I saw was 60, if it's
Okay,
changed.
okay,
But that's to the FFI as well as the host.
yeah, okay.
One other thing, Linda, is
Good.
the information that you furnish the ED contains some health information.
Oh,
Now,
that's
that information is not shared with the host ED. That information is there as an emergency. So if you get over there and somebody has a heart attack or a car wreck or something like that, it's got some key information on there that
right.
the hospital might need to know. It's also got some information on there about who to contact back in the States.
And that should be in an envelope sealed.
Sealed.
And also there's a death form
That's correct.
that you should fill out and have in this envelope with your name on it.
And once you want done with what?
Yeah, that's in the envelope, right?
In the envelope.
Yeah. So each one of them are in an envelope sealed, and nobody sees them, and you get them back when you come back nice and safe.
One of the things that the ED needs to know, the first person that you should contact if you're in a foreign country is the U.S. consul.
Okay.
And the next thing is your insurance. Call them, and usually, if you use the one that's recommended by FFI, they will basically take over from that point.
Okay. Okay,
They'll
very
do
good.
everything.
Okay, so travel guard?
Travel guard, yes.
insurance. Okay, good. And afterwards, are you doing the test? Okay.